So we have a big Dusty Cummins engine here, and we're on this big Peterbilt. And first thing I notice right off the bat, look at how much dust is built up around the expansion valve. The sensors, the oil has climbed all the way up to this point, gathered dust, and started fading out as it gets farther this way from its point of leakage. It has made its way back into the case, up to the seal. Yeah, there's a seal right there. But some of it has migrated all the way down. The clamps, followed the clamp down, spilt and dripped onto the electrical sheathing and went all the way down. So we got several drops of oil. We have oil that has actually left a trace and a trail, not only at the source of the leak, but has spread away from the source onto something adjacent. So we know we definitely have a good leak, and it went down on the regular coolant hoses and everything down there. So without a doubt, we know we have a leak source here. Where it is, don't care. I mean, unless it's in the evaporator. But right now and right away, you have an old vehicle here, you have an expansion valve, you have two sensors. You're going to get a new expansion valve, two new sensors, new seals, and that has just taken care of everything. Except, now there is a rare occasion, because these things vibrate so much, but they have them clamped so tight because they literally vibrate themselves to death and they crack metal. You can have a leak right where you follow this line and it flares out right on the back of the flare. Let's see if I could draw a picture here. Line comes down, goes out, it flares out, comes down. Oh, I can't make a good picture. There, flares out, back into the hose comes there, flares out. This is metal, goes down. Okay, at these flares, right where this metal meets this flare up, you can develop little micro cracks right behind the flare where the clamps come here and clamp on and hold. This is where the O-ring seals here and here. This is the part that's inside the fitting that seals, but the leak happens on the backside from little micro cracks. That is a possibility. So I will be hitting this thing, not just with the refrigerant leak detector unless I pick it up. I'll hit this at 200 PSI of dry nitrogen and look for leaks on the back sides of these, because this is something notorious with vibrating hoses, and these big engines, they do vibrate. So that's what we have here. The compressor still spins, and because this has a fine talcum powder dust all over it, the visuals to look for leaks would be really obvious, because this kind of dust attracts leaks really good. So that was easy, unless it's hard after I find something maybe in the evaporator case. Now this had a dual cab option, has a cab in the back, but he doesn't have the option for the air conditioning. On this receiver dryer, here's the liquid line, and it goes up to a hose to that expansion valve. But there's another liquid line that comes down and it's pinched off and brazed. And here's the suction line, and here's the T from the suction line, and it's pinched off and it's brazed. And these would go underneath the vehicle to the rear cab AC. And that's what those be for. So that's my Peterbilt for today. And it's a big old red dump truck. And we'll take care of this, and he'll be a happy camper. See you guys.